This is the screencast to follow up from Add a Form. Now that you've added a form to your course, let's view and look at the different ways to utilize that or how it is functional for the course. So we've added a form and we've titled it Test Form, and notice that's the name that it was given. So that again needs to match up for the students either through the syllabus or something they can identify. And there's the little icon of the people looking at each other. We're going to click on that. What it does is it drops you into this kind of screen. And inside this screen, you can see that we have the text here of the summary that we provided for the form. So this is where the original or the information will originally appear for the student to be able to see what it is that they're supposed to do. If you come over to the right a little bit, you'll see the option of add a new discussion topic. Before we do that, I want to scroll you all the way over here to the right. And there's a few options in your upper right hand corner. One would be to update this form. What that would do is it would drop you back into the screen we used to create the form to allow you to manipulate and make changes. Another option is the idea to be able to change. It says this form allows everyone to choose whether to subscribe or not. So because of the settings we've put on it, because we didn't force it, it's a choice. So you could direct the students to it and they could choose to do it. If we force them, that option wouldn't be available. But when a person is subscribed to a form, it means they will be sent an email, copies of every post in the form. Posts are sent about 30 minutes after the post was written. So remember, that's something that could be changed. People can usually choose whether or not they want to subscribe to each form. However, if a teacher forces subscription on a particular form, then this choice is taken away and everyone in the class will get email copies unless you turn that off. So if you're forcing it, these choices aren't here. This is especially useful in the news form and in forms toward the beginning of the course. Because remember, the news form, ultimately with the news form you want to force that. And what will happen is that works as the announcement block. And that would allow every time you update the news form, that be sent out to the users in the course because you've subscribed everyone to it and you've forced them to it. That's a good way to be able to communicate any topic or course content. So let's add a new discussion topic. Click on that, the screen will refresh. And as the screen refreshes, you'll see here at the top the content that we typed in as far as the summary that explains what the discussion topic is to be is still present. Alright, so that will follow the students as they work through it. Now we have to give it our subject. How are you? Let's type some text in. We're going to scroll down. Subscription. Send me email copies for posts to this form or don't. This is a nice way to be able to track your form because I'm creating this because I was allowed to. I would be able to know that if anyone posts to mine, I would get an email response. And that would be a nice feature for students because if you know that you want them to respond to anyone who responds to them or posts to them, they would then be aware of it and there's no way of denying not knowing. This is browse convention that would allow them to attach a document. Let's go to post form. Oh, and there's the option of mail now. If I was to check that, there wouldn't be a delay. Otherwise, there's a 30-minute delay after a form is created. But if I check mail now, the email would be sent immediately. So we're going to post to form. A screen pops up telling you you've successfully added and that you have 30 minutes to edit your post before it's emailed. So you get that reminder. Then after that screen refreshes, which you don't have to click on anything, it does it automatically, we're dropped into this screen. And again at the top, you see the content. And if I scroll you down over to the left, you see discussion. You see the title we've given it. Now if the person who comes in clicks on this, that will drop them into the content I've provided. Let me scroll up. How have you been? Okay, because I've created it, I can edit it, I can delete it. or someone can reply. Okay, let's go back to test form. Now, it's started by Clint McDuffie, which is me. If the students or anyone clicked on this, what would happen is my profile would pop up, and that would allow them to send me a message. You see how the profile pops up? And so you're allowed to do a few things with messaging and whatnot. So let's go back. Also from here we can get, I'm going to move your screen over. I have 0 replies. Okay. If I would like to add a new discussion topic, I could. I could generate another one right from this screen. And also let's scroll over here to the right. I could update this form from here. I have these options that were shown previously available to me as well. But then I also have the information of the post and who posted, the date and the time it was last posted. So that that convention remains.